Greetings Space Cadets and welcome back for another Minecraft survival episode. Today we start almost 4,500 blocks away from our base, and we're up at a jungle biome because a new update was released for Bedrock that I didn't think was coming out till next year, and it's the Bamboo update, which we've got the Bamboo and the Pandas and the scaffolding. So we are up here next to the first jungle biome that I found. To go and explore and see what we can find. Let's just hop over here. The bamboo is apparently only available, according to the update notes, in the temples. And we're coming up here because I know that there are 6 temples in this jungle, because it's quite a large biome, and I've only raided 2 of them. I left the other ones off purposefully, just in case there was any updates come out. So let's sail up here and we'll have a look. Ooh, have a look there. There's a panda actually spawned just on the edge here. Let's have a look. There's loads of different variants of the different behaviours of the pandas. I don't know what this one is. Just a standing there, doesn't look ill like the well, like I am at the minute. I wonder if we can. I wonder if we can transport one. Right, let's just grab that. And yeah, you're not going to last very long. There you go. Where did it go? Can we get them into a boat? Yes, we can. But we can't get in the boat. Okay, right, well, there goes that idea. Did you get anything off them, actually? I wasn't getting any drops, just XP. Well, never mind, that's a bit disappointing. Let's continue on, because it's a little way south of here till we get to the first temples that we're going to try and raid. There we go, we can see the stone coming into the distance there. So let's slide around here. Yep, we can get across on the land there. Now, do any hostile mobs spawn in these? It's been that long since I've been in one of them. It's dead dark in here. Let's pop some lights down. Right, we'll come back to that in a minute because I can't remember what's the combination. We'll try the combination before we just cut a hole in the wall. Let's pop some lights down. Don't know where that went off to. Yeah, we'll have those, even though we've got tons back at the base. We'll cut that. Yeah, and that's that one severed. Nothing in there. See that? Let's just take all that as well. Yeah, I've got everything out of that one. Now then, it's been that long. What was the combination on these? Because there's another chest back there, isn't there? Let's put a few more lights out. First of all, is it already open? Nope. So what did you have to do? I didn't do anything. Well, we heard the pistons go. Ooh, progress, right. Nothing. Right, we heard movement. Yep, there we go. We're in. Actually, we'll have those pistons as well. What is it? No, it makes no odds whether it's an axe or what have you. And, ooh, 3 pieces of bamboo. Right. Okay, let's dig our way out of here. And hop back out, because there's not really anything else in there that we can get. I think we've got plenty of redstone back at the base, so we'll just leave all those other bits and bobs. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to head back a little bit and see if we can find any more pandas. Does anyone know how we can rescue this parrot? How do you tame the parrots, actually? One of these, we would get a couple of these back to our base if we can. We'll have to figure out what they eat. I'll have to check online. We can always come back and maybe ferry one back. Alright, let's have a look. That first one we saw was further down here, but I don't know how we're going to transport it back to base if we can't sit in the boat with it. Oh, a cat. Oh, typical, and I don't have any fish, because we definitely want some cats back at the base as well. Oh, and there's a panda. I don't know if that's the same one. Yeah, they don't seem to be doing much, I suppose. I can't tell which variant this is. Because there was like some playful ones and stuff as well, wasn't there? I don't even know. I know they eat bamboo, but I don't want to risk these 3 bamboo. We're going to have to take those back to the base and cultivate them. And then maybe just come back. Let's see, is there anything else in here? Take more of these birds. How on earth do we get those? Do we tame those and bring them back to base? Alright everybody, can't seem to find any more pandas, but what I am going to do whilst I'm here is I'm going to gather up a whole load of wood to go just before I take it back there, because we don't really have anything in our storage anymore. We used all of the wood, and we even used the iron from the makeshift beacon to build our storage system in the last episode. So I'm going to cut some wood and I'll meet you guys down at the base. Welcome back everybody, we are now back at our base. We had a minor accident whilst we were knocking down some of those trees up in the jungle. We've lost all of our levels and our diamond axe. But thankfully 3 bamboo survived. I didn't see any others like spawning naturally, so I don't know whether or not it's just it's just in the temples it must be at the moment. There mustn't be anything else going on. But we have these 3. We're going to very carefully cultivate them so that we can start generating more. I should say as well, just before we go anywhere, if you can hear that low buzzing in the background, I added a little sound to this so that whenever items are coming in, I can hear that items are coming in from the from the various other storage areas, or from the furnaces. It all comes through there. But we'll go and plant these, and I'll show you a few other little updates whilst we wait for them to grow. Let's see, I don't know, does bamboo require water? I wonder if we should just build the first one here, and then I'll tell you what, let's get some bone meal. Just in case this goes horribly wrong, we'll just plant 1 to start with. Let's have a look. See, the kelp store's empty. I've actually made an update down there that I'll show you in a few minutes. Let's see, we want bone meal, don't we? Right, we'll take half a stack of that, and yeah, just convert all of that, that's fine. Right, so let's give this a go. I'm assuming that bone meal works on bamboo. Yes. Does it? Oh yeah, and we can keep putting it on and get it higher. Ah, brilliant. This is going to be brilliant for getting us some sort. How high can this stuff go? How high is that? Right, so it's kind of like at the base of that cloud. That must be the build limit of it. Yeah, I tell you what, since we're going to get a fair bit of that, let's oops. Wrong block. Let's just keep growing that. Oh, I don't know if that's reached the limit for that one, because it's not letting me grow any, put any more down. Yeah, right. I don't know if it's because they're spawned, aren't they, with a particular height that they can grow to, unless you chop down the very top one. So let's just pop that up there. So yeah, that must be the maximum height for it. I don't know how many blocks that is. But, right, let's cut these down. And see what we get. Right, so from those 3, we have yielded 30. So that's really good, that one. And we've left one here. Now, I assume these grow back. Oh, hang on, there's more through there. They must grow back from the stumps, surely. I tell you what, we'll leave them here, right? This is on the surface, there's no obstructions. Can we grow it downstairs, underground? Let's hop back into the base. And we'll get some dirt from storage. Yeah, see, that'll do. Let's just pop 2 squares there. And we'll pop 2 on there. And rather than use bone meal, we will leave them. Right, let's go and plant a few more of these upstairs as well. And we'll see if they grow back, or how quickly they grow. That's one thing as well, they don't grow in a uniform spot, they seem to go... I wonder if that's chunk related. How many have we got? Right, I tell you what, let's do an experiment and see whether or not if they position themselves in relation to the chunk. So the easiest way to do that is to go up to the slime farm, because the hole is an exact representation of 2 chunks. So let's hop through here. So we've got that one there, which is number 1, which is at that side of that part. Right, now let's go along now to the middle of the chunk. No, I thought maybe every same position in each individual chunk might have been the same, but they're not. Let's get rid of that anyway. So that's a failed experiment. Never mind. Okay, so that's all of the bamboo that we had in our hand down. We've got the ones over there. So what we'll do is we'll let this grow a little bit because we want to make some scaffolding. So let's let these grow a little bit. I will show you some of the new things that we've added downstairs whilst we're waiting. So let's hop back down into the base. First off is I didn't want to waste the chicken eggs that were growing in here. Oh, that's another thing as well. Let's go in here for a moment. I named all of the chickens. Every chicken has a name and they're all named after one of my girls. And you hear that underneath, and you'll see them all disappearing in a moment. And we have a collection system directly underneath here. So let's hop down here for a moment and go underneath. So this is the feed for the kelp farm. Not sorry, the kelp farm, from the storage system. Let's just get something to eat. And if we go up here, we have a hopper minecart and a little collection system here, and we have a hopper timer here as well there. It's quite a long delay as well because I didn't want the sound to be constantly heard in the base. But everything will get dropped down into here as well. So every time that the chickens lay an egg, oops, we've nudged it on its way. So every time the chickens lay an egg, it will collect them all, because there was no point in wasting them, because for months and months I've just let them despawn. I wasn't really using them. But now that we want more and more roast chicken, because I've moved away from the potatoes, we'll actually collect them and put them into the storage system, because from there, I should go back there. As I say, this is the line for the storage system, so we just let the hopper minecart there, just simply drops them off straight into here. Whereabouts are they? Oh yeah, it's over there, so yeah, you can't see it, but yeah, it just goes straight into here and then gets dropped off. So let's head back up. Oh look, they're starting to grow. They're not getting very high in here, but this means that they grow under the ground as well, which means that we could do something like the massive kelp farm for it. And speaking of the kelp farm, I put a new function down here in the storage area. Because when I've been emptying this out and refilling it, I'm always wanting to know where it's up to. So I've installed these lights here, which come on whenever whenever there's items going through into this particular channel until it's full, of course. So you can see this is on here, so I know this is roughly where it's at. Once this chest fills, and obviously the hopper in the back fills again, it will spill into this one, and then this light will come on. It'll flash whilst the bottom one fills up, but then once that's full, it'll come on solid. And I'll show you the circuit just behind here, because it's a bit of a complicated one for the space and for the redstone, and also to stop the power from bleeding. I had to use repeaters into every single block so that it would only light this one, rather than the repeater being straight into the light, which means that it would light up the two neighbours as well. That beep there sounds like something's coming in from the smelter. But you see here, this is a rather crazy array in order to get it down precisely. I had to stagger it all a little bit, and of course this is the line as well that goes to shut off the kelp being smelted as well. And right, let's see what we have here. So yeah, these will definitely grow underneath here. Now let's hop back up, and ooh, it's getting dark. And yep, these are starting to grow. Are these ones growing back? Yes, they are growing back. It just seems to take an awful long time for them to grow a bit. Right, so next up we want scaffolding. I think what I'll do is we will jump cut, and I will go through the cycle. I've got plenty of bone meal here. I'll grow up a whole load of them. And of course, of course, it's a solid object as well, so you can't really walk through them easily. Yeah, I'll keep growing this, and I'll join me when we have maybe it's a stack or two, and we'll see what we can do with the scaffolding. Okay guys, we have almost a stack, and this one here hasn't grown any further, and this one here hasn't grown at all. So underground is not as efficient. So I think when we actually build a farm, it's going to have to be overground, which means that somewhere local we'll have to build some kind of a factory structure to pop it in. So next we want to go to the crafting table, and we're going to build some scaffolding. It's redded out. What do we... we need string. Alright, so maybe in the next episode we might want to build our spider farm for string. Let's hop down to the storage area, and you see I finished the floor. Put all the floor in, there's loads of lights, there's crafting tables all the way along here as well. And what I've also done is in every single one of these I've labelled them. So that comes up there. So the next one is string, there it is. So we'll find string. Right, we'll take a stack. And we've got crafting tables here. So how many do we get for each of these? That's a load, that. Right, let's go and give these a go outside. Have I got any? Oh, I've used it all up. I'll have to put these in the storage area as well, so that we can get them dropped straight in. But let's hop out here, and see some more of our llamas have despawned. But let's try this out. Should we just try it here? Now with these, you're supposed to be able to put them, yeah, you can just pile them up, oops, from the bottom. And then if we jump into them, can we, yes, we can place it in front as we go. And right, so if we have a column, we can flow through it. And if we, right, that could be problematic. Right, let's jump up in here. And if we're right on it, yeah, if we crouch here, we can't go any further. And right, so that's the limit. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can build 5 out, and then after that, we get those ones. Oop. And then we can go down there, and we can build off. Can we build it in multiple angles? So if we build out here, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Can we build out that way? Yeah. So yeah, that's the way that one works. Right, so let's hop down. Are these bouncy? No, they're not. Right, and these ones as well, if you knock out something on the bottom, all the ones above come out. So let's just take out these ones, gather them up. You have to be right on the hitbox. You can't just do it like that. You've got to be right on them. So, and they all pop. So yeah, I think we're going to have a lot of fun with this one. It's going to be some of our work a hell of a lot easier. I mean, it's could have done with some of these scaffolding blocks when we were building that, and when I built this tower as well, and also that ring over there. These would have been ideal, especially since you can just delete them all from just clicking on the bottom one. So there we go. This was just a quick episode today. Wasn't what I was actually planning to do. I was going to do something a little bit bigger, but I wasn't actually expecting this update to come out. Look at that, we can stand on. I wonder if we can bone meal them like this. Yeah, we can, but we can't jump on top of them. Let's give that another go. So we can pull up using these as well. Should I go any higher? I've also got scaffolding here. Right, so this one now has reached its maximum build height. So let's just try that again. Delete one. So right, so the build height must be set from the bottom for what each one is going to grow to. That could be interesting for cultivation. It means that we could let them grow, find out what their max level is, and if its max level is going to be low, we can then chop it down completely, berries, and rebuild it. Actually, what are we on now? We're on 75. Let's just hack our way down. Get a little bit closer. I'll gather up all that. We'll plant another one. Let's just grow that one. Right, so that one won't grow any further. Right, let's just grow some of that a little bit higher. And that's 75 again. Right. So this must be chunk position related. It's got to be. Let's just hop up there. So that's still went to 75. I wonder if it's in the same position as well. So that's close to there. Right, let's hop back down. I was siding out and then I just thought of something completely else that we could try. So is that always going to be in the same place? Yeah, that's always going to be in the same place. And it seems that no matter what position it's in, it's always going to grow to the same height. So I suppose that makes it irrelevant. I was thinking maybe if we could only grow the big ones. But that means that certain ones will never grow to a high height, regardless of how many times you do it. So I suppose we'll have to experiment and see what's going to be the best position within a chunk to grow these. But that's going to be in a later episode. I think that'll do for today. I'm going to have to grow a whole load of this because we want a whole load of scaffolding and we want a good load of stacks of bamboo. And we'll also put some of the scaffolding and the bamboo in the storage system so that we can just chuck it all in or have it all flow down there into the system. So right, don't forget to rate, comment, favourite and subscribe, and join me next time for another episode of Minecraft Survival. Thanks for watching.